situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
For them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Foreman. Room here to run. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. But no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. Now Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
Downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Ready, 45, white.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The two are going to try and throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Foreman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Darnold, throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 40. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Darnold completes it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 2nd and 4. A carry for Foreman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Foreman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run again with Foreman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Here's Darnold. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. Maybe even...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. So Darnold and the Panthers now down 21-10, 45 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. Darnold's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Pass complete, Thomas. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead.